Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm so excited to share about this wedding as soft glam makeup tutorial with you all. This look is perfect for upcoming wedding and festive season. Whether you're attending a daytime ceremony or an evening reception, this look is perfect for all kinds of events. Let's get into it. Firstly, I'm going to prep my skin using hyphens rice water serum pads to hydrate and prep my skin. It's hydrating yet feels super lightweight on the skin. Then I'm using a moisturizer by Face Shop. It's their rice and ceramide moisturizer. It's lightweight, hydrating yet moisturizing on the skin. Next I'm going to prime my face using Huda Beauty's Easy Blur Primer. This primer is a silicone free primer which helps minimize the pores, smoothen out the skin and gives which helps glide foundation smoothly on the skin. Next I'm using a concealer to conceal my pigmented areas on the face. I'm using a L'Oreal infallible concealer in the shade 317 almond. It's a dark concealer for my skin, as you guys can see. I'm using a concealer brush by Mars. This concealer has a full coverage and this concealer is also a dupe of Tarte Shape Tape concealer. This concealer melts into the skin, blends seamlessly, and I am using this concealer instead of a color corrector to conceal all the pigmentation I have on my skin. After blending out my concealer, I am using a thin layer of foundation as we are going for the wedding guest soft glam tutorial. It's Charmacy Milano's Sweatproof Foundation. I am in the shade 07. It's perfect for dry skin. This foundation is sweatproof, so it's perfect for the upcoming wedding and festive season. I am using a flat top foundation brush to blend my foundation. It gives a medium to full coverage. This foundation blends so seamlessly into the skin. It looks like a second skin. It doesn't get cakey or patchy even if you layer it. Please comment down below if you are interested to know about the best affordable makeup tools, brushes, applicators. So please let me know in the comment section. I'll surely make a video on that. After blending my foundation with the brush, I used a beauty sponge to blend or pick up the excess product on my skin. Now I'm using a liquid blush. It's the e.l.f. liquid camo blush in the shade Dusty Rose. It's a really beautiful peachy pink shade. It gives such a beautiful flawless finish. These blushes are the dupe of the Rare Beauty Soft Punch Liquid Blushes. If you don't want to invest in high-end makeup products, you can definitely check out this blush. And again, I used a beauty sponge to pick up the excess. Now I'm using a highlighting concealer. It's by Mars. It's in the shade 05 Sandstone. This I'm gonna highlight my under eye area. I'm even gonna prep my eyelids for the eye makeup. Is the same concealer. I'm applying this a little bit on the forehead to highlight it and give it a brightening effect. I'm using a damp beauty sponge. This step is completely optional. Like to brighten up my under eyes with the highlighting concealer as it's a nighttime event. So I'm definitely doing it, but it's all up to you. You can see the difference between both of my eyes. It gives a beautiful brightened effect on the skin. Now I am going to set my face using a KY Katrina loose powder in the shade Banana. This is an affordable yet such an amazing product. This powder gives a filter like effect. It smooths out the skin, blurs out the pores. This product is a must try for everybody. You guys can see my under eyes look so blurred out, so smooth. This powder just didn't blur out my skin but also gave it a brightening effect. Now I am using a bronzer slash contour to give my skin a chiseled effect. Kiko Milano is such an underrated brand, yet they make such good quality makeup products. You can see how much I've used it. I'm contouring my cheeks, my forehead and my jawline to give it a snatched look, to slim out my face basically. Next I'm using a powder blush. It's from the same brand Kiko Milano. It's a really beautiful peachy pink shade. It's their unlimited blush range. It's in the shade 10 warm mauve. and you can see blends so beautifully into the skin. It just melts down into the skin. Next, I'm doing my eyebrows. I'm using Swiss Beauty's micro precision brow pencil. I just fill out my eyebrows. I don't do much for it as I have such thick and bushy brows. So I'm filling the sparse areas of my brows, and my eyebrows are already so dark that I don't use any pomades or even powders. I just fill the sparse areas and that's it. I'm just gonna use a brow gel. It's by Blue Heaven to just set it. It's in the shade gray. It's basically a gray black shade which just combs out my brows and set it in place. Next, now let's move on to the eye makeup. I am using a black kajal to fill my lower waterline and the upper waterline. The kajal I am using here is by Colorbar. It's their Colorbar xoxo everlasting kajal. I'll link all the products in the description box, you can check out. Now I'm using the same bronzer I used on my face as a crease shade on my eyelids. I'm taking a fluffy brush and using back and forth motions to blend out the product. As you guys can see, I'm not going harsh. I'm using really light hands to blend the eyeshadow. I'm using a Makeup Revolution True Icon Bronze Eyeshadow Palette. I'm taking a really neutral pink shade and I'm building my crease. I'm applying this color on the whole eyelid, blending it seamlessly with the same back and forth motions, using very light hands and building the color up, as you guys can see. Next, I'm taking a black shade on a eyeliner brush and placing it really close to my lash line. You don't need to be perfect with this as we are gonna just smoke it out, so you can be a little rough. It doesn't need to be perfect. I'm applying it really close to my lash line and just gonna smudge it with my fingers. After smudging it with the fingers, you can see the smoky effect. If you don't have eyeshadow palettes or a single eyeshadows, you can definitely use the same kajal in a really rough way and just blend it with your fingers. It will give you the same effect. You don't need to buy so many palettes. A basic everyday nude palette is just perfect for beginners. You don't need. Now I'm just taking the same fluffy brush and just blending both the shades together to give it a smooth, seamless finish. Just remember that makeup is all about blending, so you really need to practice those blending techniques. Now I'm applying a shimmer shade on my eyelids. I'm using the Urban Decay Space Cowboy Glitter. I have shared a dupe in the same video. It's the Colourpop Supershock shadows. It's in the shade Ritz. These are just the identical dupes. They look exactly same. You don't need to spend 2500 for a single eyeshadow. You can just go and invest in the Colourpop one and it looks the same. You can see this look is so simple, so beginner friendly. You don't need to go and invest so much money into the makeup to achieve such soft glam looks. I'm using a waterproof mascara. I'm not a false lashes person, so I'm using the YSL Lash Clash mascara. I have used eyelash curler to curl my lashes. I accidentally deleted that clips, but this mascara is just amazing. But I know it's expensive, so you can definitely check out some affordable alternatives such as L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara or even the Lash Panorama mascara is amazing. Moving on to the highlighter to give my skin a little bit of glow, I'm using Forever 52's Ariel Glow highlighter in the shade Tropical. It's a really beautiful bronze gold champagne kind of shade. This just melts into the skin and gives like your skin glow from within. It doesn't look ashy or glittery on the skin, it just looks like a glow from within. Next, moving on to the lips, I am using a tint before applying the lip shade. This tint is by Etude House. I am using this tint to stain my lips before applying my lipstick. This tint just gives a really beautiful pink stain on the lips, which stays throughout throughout the day. Next, I'm gonna use a bullet lipstick. It's by Mars. It's a really beautiful nude brown shade. It's from their set of browns lip box. It's in the shade 11. It's a really beautiful cool toned nude brown shade. It's matte, it's matte yet transfer proof. This is a cool toned shade which is complementing the eye look so well. I'm adding another lipstick which is by PAC. It's their retro matte liquid lipstick in the shade 40 Adore to make it a really beautiful nude brown lip combo. To you can see how the whole look has come together. I'm using a setting spray which is by Urban Decay. It's their all nighter waterproof setting spray. I accidentally deleted that clip, but that setting spray just holds your makeup throughout the day and throughout the night. It just makes your makeup sweat proof, budge proof, long lasting. And here we are done with the look. You can see how soft, beginner friendly, yet so minimal glamorous look this has been. Thank you so much for watching. You can comment me down for the feedback or other suggestions what you want to see in the upcoming videos. Thank you so much.